and SUVs and has a wide inventory of certified pre-owned vehicles. Find your next dream car or truck from our Ford showroom or go online to davisfordsales.com and search our new and used inventory to see what is on our lot. So stop by and test drive the all-new fuel-efficient Ford Focus or Ford Fusion or the new Ford Explorer or F-150. Go further with Davis Ford, 904 West Main Street in Fulton or online davisfordsales.com.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We get set for game 2 here between ICC and East Central. ICC wins it 16-3 in the first game of the day. We'll try to bring you some Renaissance Bank, or excuse me, some First American National Bank scoreboard updates. Brother Chris Burrows texting some of those through to me. As the First American National Bank opening pitch comes your way at 4:19. It's a 4:19 First American National Bank opening pitch, and it goes for a ball to Maddie Miney. Man, she had the hot bat. She reached every time, was 4 for 5 on the day as that pitch in for a strike. Sun is out again as it broke away into the clouds here in the between game. And of course, when we get started here, it's going to come out blistering hot. So Miney at the plate. And there's a shot up the middle. Going to have to hurry. Throw over. In time. Got her by a step. Close that time. Bang, bang play. Good job by the second baseman to come up and get that one. Hey, they got it right. As they said, Rachel Stranicia to the plate now with one away. Rachel playing second base here. One out in the top of the first. This one is scoreless in game 2. Stranicia takes that pitch. Going outside for a ball. Well, the Indians, 16 runs. They had 4 runs in the top of the 4th and 12 in the top of the 5th to get the run rule victory in 5 innings. Stranicia looks at that pitch as a beauty across for a strike. Well, we could hear the strike call from the umpire in the first game. Have not yet to pick up the cadence from the pitcher here in the second game, so we'll have to keep an eye out on his hand motions. Is that pitch missing outside for a ball? So 2-1 now is the count here to Rachel Stranicia. Samantha Conley is on deck here for the Indians. And they're going to say she went for a strike. And that goes for strike 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and 1 out here in the top of the first, game 2 between ICC and East Central. ICC trying to complete the sweep. East Central looking for the split, protect home field here. As there's a shot, and it's going to be a fair ball for Stranicia. It was off the glove of the first baseman. Stranicia is going to look to go to third, but instead stop at second. And that's going to be a 1-out double. A tough play over there at first. A good effort as she went up trying to make the leaping catch. Came off her glove, ran away from the right fielder, and that goes for a 1-out double for Stranicia. So Rachel gets in scoring position here pretty quickly, as now this is going to be Samantha Conley coming to the plate. Sam digging in with 1 out. Listen to that first pitch, high for a ball. Well, as we said, we'll have very limited replays this afternoon just because of our angle. I am shooting highlights, so hopefully some of those will be decent. There's a ball foul down the third baseline. 1-1 now is the count here to Sam. 16-3 in 5 innings was the win for ICC. As Conley pops this one up, backing out of play for strike 2. So 1-2 now is the count here to Conley. So waiting the pitch here. Conley, ground ball to third. Throw over is in time. Runner cannot advance. 5-3 on the putout of Sam. And now this will bring up Summer Crider. Summer had a home run in the first game of the day as it kind of got to the part of the fence and kind of dipped down a little bit. Snuck its way out of the ballpark. A home run, part of that 12-run inning for the Indians that was able to invoke the run rule victory. And so Crider trying to spark the bats here with 2 outs in the inning. That pitch across for a strike, and that's something that was big in the first game of the day for the Indians. They were able to get 2-out hits. They scored all 4 runs in the top of the 4th with 2 outs in the innings. And then got extended the inning and scored at least 5 or 6 runs with 2 outs in the 5th. That pitch missing low for a ball. You've got Rachel Stranisha over at second base. She doubled off the glove of the first baseman. ICC would love to strike early in this contest. East Central, however, trying to get out of the inning with no damage done. Healthy swing and a miss that time for Crider. So 1 ball, 2 strikes here on Summer Crider. Going to have to protect the plate. Looking for a 2-out hit here. Grounder, third baseman eats her up, but she's able to get it. Throws over a little high, but a nice stretch over there at first base. Back-to-back ground balls to third base to get out of the inning with no damage done. No runs, no hits, or excuse me, no runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left on base. Let's take a look at today's Coca-Cola starting lineups here for ICC. We've already introduced you to the first 4 batters of the day, and it's going to be Maddie Miney playing shortstop, Rachel Stranisha at second, Samantha Conley's behind the plate catching, Summer Crider is at third base batting in the 4th spot. Batting 5th will be the DP, Macy Cox. Casey Carpenter will be playing first base, batting 6th. Batting 7th will be Jessica Davis in right field. Batting 8th will be Ellie Miney. She's playing in left field, batting 9th, and playing in center field is Hope Harbin. Pitching here in game 2 will be Kaylee Nelson. Let's go ahead and take a look at today's Coca-Cola starting lineups here for East Central. It looks like this from top to bottom. Second baseman, Keighley Webb. Third baseman, Hannah DuFont. Left field will be Olivia Houston. Catching will be Anna McNear. Playing shortstop will be Annika Jones. DP is Olivia Clay. Playing in right field, Emily Sue Parkman. The first baseman is Braylon Boykin. And Parker Breland is in center field. And then in the circle, we just saw Jesslyn Jarrett as Nelson taking her final warm-up toss here and the throw down. And so it will be the 1-2-3 batters, Webb, DuPont, and Houston due up here. Let's go ahead and take a look at some scores around the league. And once again, thanks to brother Chris Burrows for sending these. These are Game 1 scores. Northeast defeats Pearl River 4-3. Gulf Coast beats East Mississippi 1-0 on a walk-off single. Jones runs rules Kahoma 5 innings, 13-0. No scores from Delta and Hines. And then the Southwest East Central baseball score. No score on that one as well. Or excuse me, maybe it's because it got Easton on there twice. And baseball, Colin defeated Northeast 8-7. Everybody else still in the 4th inning there. So Nelson will start things off here. Sun is out. A beautiful day here at the ballpark. As you can hear, it's a windy day as well. The wind continuing to blow out towards right field. Blowing out dead center down at baseball. I believe they're playing East Mississippi in baseball today. Tennis was playing earlier. I don't know if it's high school or the college team playing. If they're playing today in the wind, does that pitch across for a strike? Playing in this kind of wind today, it was a nightmare day to play tennis. 1-2 now is the count. Nelson. See if she can start things off with a Renaissance Bank strikeout here. Ground ball, foul ball. And so we'll do that one again. So Nelson would like to do like Olivia. She had 8 Renaissance Bank strikeouts in the first game of the day. I think I credited her for 7 in the post-game report, but it was actually 8. And that pitch missing low and outside for a ball, and I believe now the count goes full. Nope, 2-2 now is the count. As we said, not facing the scoreboard, so having to rely on the umpire showing the counts. 2 balls, 2 strikes. No outs as Webb is leading things off here in the bottom of the first. There's a grounder right back to Nelson. She gets it, throws it over in time for the putout. Good job by Kaylee that time defending her position to get the out for out number 1 of a very speedy Keighley Webb. And Now this will be the third baseman, Hannah Dufault, coming up to bat here. Then Olivia Houston will be on deck. That pitch just missing inside for a ball. Good looking pitch that time. Umpire just not liking it too much. He's still early on here. Both these pitchers trying to establish their zone. Scoreless in the bottom of the first, game 2, after ICC picks up a 16-3 win in the first game of the day. That pitch, a beauty, falls off the table, swung on and missed for a strike. Remind you, we'll be back with baseball here on the Red Channel tomorrow as they travel to Jones, a big-time conference game there. This ball popped up and it'll get out of play for strike 2. So Nelson doing a good job of getting ahead of the batter here. She got a ground out from Webb for the first out of the inning, looking for out number 2 here. So Nelson getting the call across from the dugout. Pitch coming from Nelson. Grounder right back up the middle. Second baseman gets it. Throw over is in time. Nice play there by Rachel Stranisha. That was a tough play for the second baseman, having to come across and make that play and then make the throw across her body that time. Is a good play there from Stranisha. 4-3 on the putout for those of you that might be scoring at home. And now this is going to be Olivia Houston, the left fielder, coming to plate. I think the only person that might actually be scoring might be Brother Chris. Of course, Brother Chris, many years in covering athletics. Kind of like me, it's in your blood. I go watch a game somewhere else, I'm scoring the game. And it's a lost art, really, in the game of baseball and softball. As that pitch across for a strike. It's one thing I do encourage you, if you go watch games, it helps you learn the game. It helps you kind of keep up with the game and keeps you engaged. It's just a fun thing to do for stat nerds like me. That pitch across for a strike here on Houston. So good job once again from Nelson to get ahead of the batters in these situations. So winning this pitch here from Nelson. 2 outs and nobody on, bottom of the first, scoreless. That pitch missing outside for a ball. You hear the wind picking up, the sun peeking out from the clouds. I put on my sunscreen this time, hopefully it'll work. So Nelson getting set to deliver. In the dirt for a ball. Ball gets away, but nobody on to do any damage there. I believe the count now is at 2-2. We'll see. Nope, count's full. 3-2 is the count here. Now to Houston. So Houston trying to extend this inning. Ground ball, foul ball, and we'll do it again at 3-2. Right now, having to kind of squint just to see the action, so didn't see which way that went. Knew it didn't sound solid. So the count stays full at 3-2. Nelson gets the signal, now ready to deliver. Ground ball, right side of the field. Third baseman gets it, and no throw on the play. Smart play that time by Crider, because the throw, or actually they're going to call it a foul ball. That's the reason why she didn't throw it. I was going to say, smart play by Crider not to try to force that throw, though, because she was down the line in a hurry, about 2 steps away by the time she got to the ball. So a foul ball there, and we'll do it again at 3-2. So the 3-2 pitch coming. There's strike 3. Big time pitch there from Kaylee Nelson to get the Renaissance Bank strikeout to end the inning. We've played 1, 0-0 is your score. We'll take a break and let's hear from Renaissance Bank and be back with more right after this on Let'sGoICCTV.com.
You could say it's about the clubs. You could say it's about the ball. You could even say it's about the course or the weather. But what it really comes down to is consistency and hard work. Over and over and over again. At Renaissance, we understand consistency. We understand hard work. Most importantly, we understand you. Renaissance Bank. Understanding you.
Crunchy Fritos, warm chili, melty cheese, all together for 99 cents. It's like real comfort food.
I'm trying to get out of my comfort zone, and these guys keep pulling me back in. Pulling me back in!
Hurry in for Sonic's Fritos Chili Cheese Faves starting at 99 cents. And try order ahead to get happy hour anytime. Sonic's Fritos Chili Cheese Faves. A Fritos chili pie. Juicy Junior Burger. Or Junior Wrap. Does all this comfort come at a price? Yes, it starts at 99 cents. Hurry in for Sonic's Fritos Chili Cheese Faves.
Player number 30, Macy Cox.
And welcome back now. As it'll be the 5, 6, 7 batters due up here for the Indians. Macy Cox, Casey Carpenter, and Jessica Davis all due up here in the top of a scoreless second inning. Or I should say scoreless contest, top of the second inning. Macy swings on the first pitch he sees. Third baseman has it. Throws over in time for the putout. Well, that was a blistering shot there off the bat of Macy Cox. And for the third straight batter, the third baseman has retired the batter 5-3. And so with one out, Casey Carpenter now will come to the plate. That was the pitcher's best friend right there. Getting one pitch and one out. This is Jarrett in the circle. That pitch drifting high for a ball. Carpenter and then Jessica Davis is on deck for the Indians. ICC scored 4 in the top of the fourth, 12 in the top of the fifth to pick up a 16-3 win. As there's a shot, it could get to the out. No, it's going to be caught out there in center field. Thought that one had a chance to knife away from the center fielder, but had her shaded to the right side, so a good call defensively that time on East Central. And now this will be Jessica Davis. Davis to the plate with 2 outs and nobody on. We're in the top of the second. 0-0 is your score here in game 2. That pitch across for a strike to Davis. Davis playing in right field. Davis hits a flare and it gets past the diving second baseman. Nicely done that time by Jessica Davis to come up with the 2-out hit for the Indians to extend the extend the inning.
Now batting left fielder number 1, Ellie Miney.
And now this will be Ellie Miney coming to the plate for the Indians with 2 outs and a runner at first. No score. As we said, 2-out hitting was big for the Indians in the first game. Trying to get it going here in the second. Miney playing out in left field, batting in that 8 spot. Ellie had a good game. Pretty much everybody had a good game for the Indians. Once the bats woke up, as that pitch across for a strike to Miney. It took a couple of innings, but the Indians got it figured out, and then the hit sticks. They got heated up, and the merry-go-round got spinning for 16 unanswered runs for the Indians to pick up the 16-3 win in 5 innings in game 1. Trying to complete the sweep here with a win in game 2 as that pitch high for a ball. East Central, however, would love to find a way to bounce back and earn a split here at home. So Ellie Miney at the plate, awaiting the pitch here from Jarrett. That one hit and goes foul down the third baseline. So Davis will track back to first base, and now Miney's going to protect the plate here with 2 strikes on her. 1-2 is the count now here to Ellie Miney. So waiting the pitch here, Miney hits a flare and it's going to drop for a base hit. Good job there by Ellie. The runner's going to go to third. The throw is not in time. And Miney thought about second, but will track back, and a good at bat that time by Ellie to protect the plate. Back-to-back 2-out singles now for the Indians, and this is going to bring up Hope Harbin. Hope had a pair of triples in the first game of the day. She had one that bounced off the wall in right field and one that came right at us here in the ICC Alumni Affairs and Foundation broadcast booth that you actually heard bounce off the fence in front of us. And matter of fact, I backed up my microphone a little bit more to make sure that it doesn't fall into the field after that hit, as it wiggled pretty strong. So now with 2 outs in the inning and runners on the corners here. At pitch, missing low and outside for a ball. Back-to-back 2-out singles from Davis and Ellie Miney. It's got us in this situation right now. ICC trying to strike early here in game 2. Hope Harbin is at the plate. Hope awaiting the pitch. Jarrett taking a lot of time here. Delivers, and that pitch misses low. And that's going to be a stolen base there for Ellie. So Ellie just tried to draw a throw to second to see if they can get a chance to score the run, and now time is going to be taken here by East Central. Let's take it with them. Hear a quick word from Little Caesars and be back with more. ICC with runners at second and third and 2 outs in the inning. Hope Harbin at the plate.
Celebrate outrageous amounts of toppings with Little Caesars Extra Most Bestest. With the most cheese and now with the most toppings at the nation's best price. Create your favorite pizza starting at $6. Pay, then express pickup at Little Caesars.
Pizza, pizza.
So no change made here, just trying to get the Warriors refocused at the task at hand. There's 2 outs in the inning, back-to-back 2-out singles from Jessica Davis and Ellie Miney, mixed with a stolen base for Ellie Miney. Now has runners at second and third for ICC. And a big-time RBI opportunity here for Hope Harbin. Jarrett in the circle. Hope takes a look at that pitch, high for a ball. Good eye that time by Hope. As we said, she's got 2 triples in the first game of the day. Would love to see her get her third right here and push across a pair of runs. Or she could draw a walk and load the bases. So Harbin, you feel like the red light's on in this situation. It is, and she does get ball 4. So Hope will head down to first base. And now bases are loaded. And this is going to be the shortstop, Maddie Miney, coming to the plate. Maddie grounded out to second. In her first at bat, it was a tough play for the second baseman. Made a nice throw to get the speedy Miney out. And so now a base hit here could be big-time trouble for East Central as they're trying to get out of the inning. That first pitch across for a strike. Well, good job by Jarrett to calm down and zip that one across for strike 1 to get ahead of the count here on Maddie Miney. She had, I believe, 4 hits in the first game of the day. Would love to pick up her 5th right here. As this one fouled back off the netting. And 0-2 now is the count here on Maddie Miney. Bases full of the Indians as they loaded them in the third and left them stranded, trying to avoid that here. 2 outs in the inning. Maddie Miney at the plate if she were to reach, and to be Rachel Stradisha up next. There's a shot, and it's a foul ball. Coach Andy Kirk ducking out of the way of that one. And so the count will stay 0-2 here on Maddie Miney. It was 2 out hitting in the first game. ICC trying to continue it here in game 2 to see if they can push some runs across the board here in the top of the second. Scoreless here at East Central. That pitch missing outside. Good eye that time by Maddie Miney not to chase that one. And 1-2 now is the count. You've got Davis at third, Ellie Miney at second, and Hope Harbin over at first base. Maddie Miney at the plate with a 1-2 count with 2 outs. Miney rips one, and it's down for a hit. 1 run will score. They're going to try to score 2. Yes, they will. No, they'll score 3, as that will go for a double for Maddie Miney. A big-time hit there for Maddie. A 3-run double, and ICC gets it going in a big way here. More 2-out hitting for ICC. And that's a bases cleared double. And that scores Davis, Ellie Miney, and Hope Harbin. And that's a double for Maddie Miney. And now this is going to be Rachel Stradisha coming to the plate. Stradisha, she doubled in her previous at bat. That pitch drifting high for a ball. 3-0 ICC with the lead here in the top of the second. Trying to complete the sweep of East Central this afternoon. That pitch across for a strike. Good job by Jarrett to come back and even up the count now at 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike, and 2 outs A bases loaded double pushed across 3 runs from Maddie Miney. As Stranisha looks at that one low for a ball. So 2-1 now is the count here to Rachel. As she awaits the pitch here from Jarrett. Stranisha gets it through, and that's going to score Maddie Miney. They're going to throw it home, and the throw is not in time. And that'll be an RBI single there for Rachel Stranisha. Another clutch hit there for the Indians. Well, the throw was a good one. It was just up a little bit, and Maddie Miney was able to slide in safely for the 4th run of the inning here. In an RBI single, Rachel ends up at second on the throw home. And now this will be Samantha Conley coming to the plate. Samantha grounded out to third base in her previous at-bat back in the 1st. So ICC leads it now 4-0. Is that pitch missing outside for a ball? Well, good job for the Indians to come in and get something going here in the top of the 2nd. They had 2 outs, loaded the bases, and now are getting it going. It was a 3-run double from Maddie Miney as that pitch across for a strike, and then an RBI single from Stranisha that scored Maddie. And it's 4-0 now here in the top of the 2nd. Indians still batting. Samantha Conley at the plate with a 1-1 count. So waiting the pitch here from Jarrett. Conley looks at it, and it's high for a ball. You've got Stranisha sitting at second base. She's 2 for 2 on the day with an RBI. She was left stranded last time. She would love to come home this time. So waiting the pitch here from Jarrett to Conley. Conley fouls this one out of play, or actually, excuse me, it actually stayed in play as it caught just enough of the net to deflect it back into play. So now 2 strikes here on Conley. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, and a runner on second. And there, ooh, good looking pitch to ring her up on, but the umpire calls it a ball. So a break there for ICC. So Conley now with a full count. 3-2 is the count here to Sam. Runner at second, that's Rachel Stranisha. ICC leading it 4-0. And a good job by Samantha that time, finding a piece of it, fouling it down the third baseline to keep the at-bat alive here. 4-0, top of the 2nd inning, Game 2 ICC with the lead here over host East Central. Special hello to those that might be watching on part of East Central right now. And as always, a welcome to the ICC family. Join us tomorrow as we'll be with baseball at Jones. And there's ball 4, so Sam draws a 2-out walk. Good at bat that time by Sam, was able to foul off a few and keep the at-bat alive, and now runners on the corners here. And this is Summer Crider. Crider had a 2-run home run in Game 1. As she will dig in here and see if she can keep the merry-go-round spinning here in the top of the 2nd. ICC has scored 4 runs with 2 outs in the inning. Much like they did in the first game of the day. It was back in the top of the 4th when the Indians scored 4 runs in 4 innings. As that first pitch across for a strike to Summer Crider. And Crider, ground ball, and it's a foul ball as the third baseman made a great play on it, but caught it in foul territory, so good effort over there at third base by Dufont. So that goes for strike 2 here on Crider. Runners on the corners, there's 2 outs. ICC leading 4-0 here in the top of the 2nd. And this pitch, flare, and it's going to be caught. Nice play by the shortstop, chasing over and making the catch behind the third baseman to end the inning, but the Indians do a little damage there as they score 4 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and 2 left on base. ICC leads it 4-0 as we'll move to the bottom of the 2nd. But before we do that, we're going to take a timeout, hear a few words from our sponsors, and be back with more right after this.
The newly formed Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi wants to make sure you are receiving the best orthopedic care possible. Our staff of 7 experienced, board-certified surgeons specialize in a specific area of the body and can treat you with the newest and latest technology available to fast-track your road to recovery. Call us for same-day appointments at 662-377-BONE and come see us at Gloucester Creek Village in Tupelo. At the Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, our specialty is you.
Itawamba Community College is now offering 3-day weekends. You can be one of the first to take advantage of a compact course schedule with a majority of classes offered Monday through Thursday. Let us customize your education to fit your needs. Become a part of the ICC family and apply today at apply.iccms.edu. ICC, the best start here.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Hold on, let me pull my microphone up. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Had to reapply some sunscreen so I had to move the mic there. It's 4-0 ICC.
Leading off for the Lady Warriors will be catcher number 24, Anna McNear.
As it'll be the 4-5-6 batters due up here for East Central. The very dangerous Anna McNear will be starting things off here for East Central. She's catching. And then it'll be Annika Jones and Olivia Clay due up. That is your Coca-Cola lineup due up here. As Kaylee Nelson still in the circle here. That pitch at the knees, but missing low for a ball. Brother Chris checking in again, saying that he's digging this angle and likes the sound of the wind. I like the natural sound. I typically do try to call the ball games outdoors, at least at baseball, but the weather just has not been too kind when it gets deeper into the night. But I'll tell you this, Brother Chris, yes, it looks good out here, but would love to have an awning or some type of shade out here, as I'll be ICC red the next time you see me. As this pitch hit a mile high, should be coming into your living room here shortly, and Hope Harbin does. And that retires Anna. So I tried to say Anna and Hope at the same time, and it come out Hannah. So a fly ball there for retired by Hope Harbin, F8, if anybody is scoring at home. And now this will be Annika Jones, the shortstop, batting in the 5 spot, coming up now here. 4-0 is the score for ICC. ICC went quickly with 2 outs in the top part of the second, and then rallied a back-to-back 2-out singles from Jessica Davis and Ellie Miney, then a walk to Hope Harbin, and then it was a double by Maddie Miney that cleared the bases. 3 runs scored on that one, then an RBI single from Rachel Stranisha for her second hit of the game, and that's where we're at. That's your Sonic scoring update. Brother Chris, if you show up with a cherry limeade right now, I'd be very proud of you. It'd be one of the most expensive cherry limeades, however, considering gas and everything like that. About 3 hours from Fulton here in Decatur, Mississippi. A beautiful campus and a beautiful day for softball, as that pitch drifts high for a ball. Remind you can follow us on Twitter as the count goes 2-1 at Let's Go ICC. Madison Haley is running that for me today. Appreciate all of Madison's help. She is that pitch missing inside. Ooh, good looking pitch. Conley held on to it for a minute. Going to ask, and she's going to say it was a little low, is what the umpire said. And now 3-1 goes the count. Madison does a good job for us. Of course, everybody knows her for her What a Play Wednesdays that are presented by Renaissance Bank. Is that pitch going low for a ball? She does a lot more. She runs Twitter. She does photos. Shoots some videos for us as well. Don't tell her I'm bragging on her, because I like to aggravate her from time to time and tell her that she can do a better job. But yeah, Madison doing a great job for us there. Part of the ICC Sports Information team. So now with 1 out and a runner on first, this is Olivia Clay, the DP. Stands in, takes that first pitch for a strike. Runner at first, that's Annika Jones, the shortstop. She came in and pitched some in the first game of the day. ICC leads at 4-0. We're in the bottom of the second inning here in game 2. There's a shot down the line. It's a fair ball. And they're going to try to think about third, but instead a good relay in quickly that time out in left field by Ellie Miney to keep the runner at second. So that will go for the first hit of the day for East Central. It belongs to Olivia Clay, and now this will be the number 7 batter playing in right field, Emily Sue Parkman. So one away. Runners on second and first here as East Central trying to rally. They trail this game 4-0. Parkman at the plate. Takes a look at that pitch, missing low for a ball. Well, Nelson's trying to work low in the zone, but working a little too low, and that's what Sam's going to try to come out and talk to her here and say, hey, trust your defense. Come after these batters in these situations. She did a good job in the first inning getting ahead in the count. She got a ground out back to herself, a ground out to second, and then a Renaissance Bank strikeout looking to end the first inning. Running into a little bit of trouble here in the bottom of the second. Runners at first and second after a walk and a single. It was a pop-up to center field as that pitch missing low again. 2-0 now is the count. This pitch, as Jessica Davis is going to step underneath it. You'll see her coming to her screen and zip it back in, a line out to right field. Have to remember it's reversed. Jessica is actually to my left right now, and Ellie is to my right. So if I ever say right, left, and get them backwards for those of you that are watching, it's going to go to your right or left, but in reality, that was a line out to the right fielder for the second out of the inning. And now this will bring up the first baseman, Braylon Boykin. Boykin will come into bat here and try to spark a 2-out rally of East Central, much like ICC did in the top half inning. Ball gets away, throw down to third is not in time. Good heads-up play that time as the ball in the dirt allowed Jones to get to get to third. So now runners on the corners here for East Central. RBI opportunity here for Boykin. And man, EC would love to at least get one on the run on the board to see if they can start chipping into this lead. Breeze picking up again here at the ballpark. As Nelson taking her time, now set to deliver. Big swing and a miss that time. Good fastball out of the hands of Kaylee Nelson to zip that one by Boykin. And 1-1 now is the count here to Boykin, the first baseman. 2 outs in the innings. Runners on the corners here for East Central. Oh, nice pitch. That one knifing away from the batter. Had her completely fooled as that one slid away from her that time for a strike 2. So 2 away and looking for the second straight inning. Can Kaylee Nelson find a way to end the inning with the Renaissance Bank strikeout? Nelson delivers. Swung on and missed for strike 3. Kaylee Nelson for the second straight inning gets a Renaissance Bank strikeout to get out of the trouble, and ICC leads it 4-0. They'll come to the bat in the top of the third. We'll be back with more right after this on Let'sGoICCTV.com.
You could say it's about the clubs. You could say it's about the ball. You could even say it's about the course or the weather. But what it really comes down to is consistency and hard work. Over and over and over again. At Renaissance, we understand consistency. We understand hard work. Most importantly, we understand you. Renaissance Bank. Understanding you.
This broadcast of ICC Athletics is being brought to you by Renaissance Bank, Little Caesars, Davis Ford, the Sonic of Fulton, Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works, the Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, First American National Bank, the ICC BSU, your Itawamba County Farm Bureau agent, Joey Cox, Keighley Eye Center, the ICC Foundation, the Bank of Okolona, and the ICC Alumni Association.
And welcome back to action. We'll start the third inning the way we started the second, and ICC would love to see 4 more runs put on the board. They lead it 4-0 here as Macy Cox, Casey Carpenter, and Jessica Davis is all due up here in the inning. That pitch just slips out of Jarrett's hand a little too soon and rolls across for ball 1. Join us tomorrow here on the Red Channel as we'll hit the road. By the time I get home tonight, get a nap, hit the road in the morning with Lee Adams, and we'll head down to Jones for the baseball doubleheader, a big baseball doubleheader for the Indians. There's a ground ball. Shortstop gets it. Throw over is in time for the out. 6-3 to retire Macy Cox. And now this will be Casey Carpenter coming to the plate. Casey flew out to center field, actually kind of lined out to center field. It wasn't on a rope, but it hung up just enough for the center fielder to be able to run over it and kind of make a, not a leaping catch, but kind of just a little skip of a catch. So Carpenter will dig in 0 for 1. Takes that first pitch across for a strike. It was 2 outs in the previous inning. Then ICC woke up the bats to score 4 runs on 4 hits, no errors. They did leave 2 on base. So Carpenter will dig in, awaiting the pitch here from Jarrett. Carpenter fouls that one off into the East Central dugout. Now, I'm talking about doing the game on the Red Channel tomorrow at Jones. If it looks like a chance of rain, if we have to set up outside like today, we will not be able to get that equipment out. So that's pending weather tomorrow as well. Carpenter, hard hit shot to the third baseman, able to get it over and get the put out. Tell you what, been very impressed with the play of Hannah Funk this afternoon, as she has got 4 assists on the day, and those balls that have gone her way have been pretty hard hit. So now this is going to be Jessica Davis. Jessica sparked the bats for the Indians in the previous inning with an with a single, and eventually came around to score a run. And she swings on this one. This one back. And the right fielder, though, will be able to camp underneath it and get the out. So a 3-up, 3-down inning there in the top of the third. No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left on base. As we'll take another break and come back with the bottom of the third. ICC leading it 4-0. Back with more right after this.
Student involvement is a top priority here at Itawamba Community College.
If you want to be involved with student government, then the Student Government Association is the place for you.
If you have a stellar GPA, then Phi Theta Kappa is for you.
If you're interested in the diverse culture of our campus population, then the Diversity Club is for you.
If you're interested in leadership and service, then Indian Delegation is for you.
If you're majoring in computer programming or computer networking, then CPNA, the Computer Programming Networking Association, is for you.
If you're interested in good conversations and free lunch on Thursdays, then the Wesley Foundation is for you.
Our health science programs also have specific organizations for those majors.
Student Activities is excited to bring you new opportunities here at the ICC Tupelo campus.
Whatever your passion may be, we have a place for you.
This video is brought to you by Phi Theta Kappa, Beta Chi Sigma, Tupelo campus.
And welcome back to action, ladies and gentlemen, as ICC with a 4-0 lead. Kaylee Nelson still in the circle here as she takes her final warm-up toss. A pretty good little toss down to second base from Connolly to Maddie Money. As it'll be the 9-1-2 batters due up here for East Central. It's Parker Breland, Keighley Webb, and Hannah DeFont due up here for East Central. Well, ICC went quietly in the top of the third, a 3-up, 3-down inning. They did put 4 on the board in the second. East Central trying to find a way to climb back into this contest here. Trying to avoid the sweep. ICC, new rankings came out earlier in the week, and the Indian State put at number 18. East Central just outside the rankings. They started the contest at 13-7. Of course, they're now 13-8 on the year. ICC 18-8-1, 8-1 in conference play. East Central slipped to 6-3 in conference play. That pitch missing low for a ball. So that pitch missing for a ball. This one fouled back for a strike. Good job that time by Nelson to come back in on the hands and forced her to foul one off. Couldn't quite square it up enough. I believe the count should be 2-1 here. We'll see if the home plate umpire shows it. 1-2, however, is the count. Good thing that he's keeping up with it, and not me, as Kaylee Nelson would not be a fan of me. As this pitch foul back and out of play, and we'll stay at 1-2. So 1 ball and 2 strikes is the situation now. Nelson's got 2 Renaissance Bank strikeouts on the day. Would love to see her third one here. Nelson's pitch on its way. Swung on and missed for strike 3. Beautiful rise ball out of the hand of Nelson. to get that third Renaissance Bank strikeout of the afternoon. So a big pitch there for the first out of the inning, and now we go back to the top of the lineup here in Keighley Webb. Webb grounded back to the pitcher in her first at-bat of the day. She's quick as a hiccup, so you don't like her being on the bases if you're an ICC fan, as she presents you a lot of problems. That pitch across for a strike. You see the second baseman up, shortstop staying back at regular distance, third baseman coming in a little bit, anticipating that slap hit situation. Of course, first baseman playing back, covering the bag. Webb looks at that pitch outside. Nice job that time by Nelson to see if she can get her to chase one. Good eye, however, on the part of Keighley Webb to keep from holding off on that one, and evens up the count now at 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike, and 1 out here in the bottom of the third inning. ICC with a 4-0 lead. As that pitch comes back in on the batter, right above the knees for a strike. And now there's 1-2 is the count here on Webb, so Webb will have to protect the plate here. So Nelson will deliver this pitch. Just missing high. 2-2 now is the count. Not a bad shot. So that's what she got Breland swinging on last time. Good, patient at bat from Webb to hold off on this one. So now waiting the 2-2 pitch here from Nelson. Slap ball, and it's going to be foul. Just foul down the third base line as the infield end couldn't really react in time to that one. So ICC catches a break with that one going foul. Count will stay at 2-2. So 2 balls and 2 strikes. Nelson trying to find her 4th Renaissance Bank strikeout of the day to get the second out of the inning. She'll deliver. Grounder up the middle and gets past a diving shortstop. So a nice at bat that time by Keighley Webb. Good effort on the part of Maddie Miney. Just couldn't find it. And so that will go for a single, second hit of the day for EC. And now this will bring up Hannah Default. Indians have 5 hits, East Central with 2. So now with 1 out in the inning and Hannah Default at the plate, Keighley Webb, who has a lot of speed to burn over at first base, draws a little bit of attention from Conley as that pitch missing for a ball. 4-0 is the score. ICC with the lead. We're in the bottom of the third inning here in game 2. Runner goes and it's fouled back. A little hit and run action trying there by East Central. I can see easily why they would try that with Webb over at first base. Quicker than Walt Flanagan's dog, as she can move and motor around the bases. There she goes again, and it's going to be a ground ball. Hard hit to the third baseman. The throw actually pulls her off. And they're actually going to appeal. And I think it's the right call. I know they're actually going to overturn it. They're going to say she's out. Indians may have got a break there. I'm not going to lie to you, folks, as East Central's coach is going to call him out and argue that one, and I think he's got a pretty legit argument at it. I'm trying to stay neutral in this situation. Sorry, ICC fans, but I think Eric Neal has a legit argument on it, considering where the home plate umpire was calling it from. I thought the throw had pulled her off the bag myself. So a big-time break there for the Indians, second out of the inning now, and this will bring up Olivia Houston.
Now batting left fielder number 2, Olivia Houston.
So Houston, who struck out looking to end the first, will step in here with 2 outs and a runner at second base. Man, that was a blistering shot by DuFont. Great job by Summer Crider to keep that one in front of her. The Indians get a break on that play as it was a bang-bang play. As this pitch popped up, Sternisha is going to step back and squeeze it for the out. So ICC gets out of the inning with no damage done, no runs on 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left on base. We'll take a break and hear a few words from our sponsors and be back with more right after this on Let'sGoICCTV.com.
Davis Ford in Fulton is your Ford dealer for new cars, trucks, and SUVs and has a wide inventory of certified pre-owned vehicles. Find your next dream car or truck from our Ford showroom or go online to davisfordsales.com and search our new and used inventory to see what is on our lot. So stop by and test drive the all-new fuel-efficient Ford Focus or Ford Fusion or the new Ford Explorer or F-150. Go further with Davis Ford, 904 West Main Street in Fulton or online davisfordsales.com.
Itawamba Community College is now offering 3-day weekends. You can be one of the first to take advantage of a compact course schedule with a majority of classes offered Monday through Thursday. Let us customize your education to fit your needs. Become a part of the ICC family and apply today at apply.iccms.edu. ICC, the best start here.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. It's Ellie Miney will start us off here in the top of the fourth inning. ICC leads it 4-0. The sun has creeped behind a cloud. There's not anybody more happy at the ballpark than I am right now, as Miney will try to spark the bats for the Indians. They lead it 4-0 here, trying to get the sweep at East Central. Ellie stands in, takes that first pitch for a strike. Good job by Jarrett. Ran into a little bit of trouble in the second inning, got a 3-up, 3-down inning in the third, so trying to bounce back here in the top of the fourth. Miney singled, stole the base, and scored a run in her previous at-bat. Takes that pitch, missing low for a ball. That breeze feels amazing. Yeah, the sun is behind the clouds. If I've gotten plenty of sun today, I'll have a circle around my ear for my headset, at least on my right side, as Miney looks at that pitch across for a strike. So if you see a funny 10 line, just know that's what it's from. I got to give credit to Maura Jane Autry's mom, Jane Ann. She had posted a picture of me on Facebook, and it popped up on my Facebook memories as there's a liner second baseman, and the throw over is in time. But to complete that thought, however, she posted a picture of me calling the game here at East Central about 2 or 3 years ago out there on the right field side, and I was like, oh shoot, that's where I got crazy sunburn last time, so I made sure to bring in some sunscreen this time, and I've actually used it all, so I've got to buy some more when I get back home. So with one out now, this is going to be Hope Harbin at the plate. Hope had a pair of triples in the first game of the day. Lays down the bunt, going to have to hurry. Plenty of time to throw over, and she will in time. Good job that time by Jarrett defending her position. And quickly 2 away now. We go back to the top of the lineup in Maddie Miney. She had a double with bases loaded that cleared the bases to give ICC a 3-0 lead, and then she came around to score on an RBI single by Rachel Sternisha. And that's your Sonic scoring update so far here in Game 2. ICC leads it 4-0. So Maddie Miney at the plate. Looks at that first pitch, low and outside for a ball. She went 4 for 4 and reached on a fielder's choice in the first game, as really there was no out recorded on that fielder's choice. They just went home with it and lifted the runner back to third as that pitch across for a strike. 1-1 is the count. So Maddie has been red hot today, trying to keep the bats hot here, at least her bat hot here, and see if she can spark another 2-out rally for the Indians. They scored 4 runs with 2 outs in the second. There's a hard hit ground ball as shortstop gets it, throw over, stretch, gets her out, and another 3-up, 3-down inning there. Good stretch over at first base by Boykin. If she doesn't make that stretch, then Maddie might have legged that one out. Score at 6-3 on the putout. No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left on base. We'll move to the bottom of the 4th inning, but before we do that, we're going to hear a few words from our sponsors, including the Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, as we'll be back with more right after this.
The newly formed Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi wants to make sure you are receiving the best orthopedic care possible. Our staff of 7 experienced, board-certified surgeons specialize in a specific area of the body and can treat you with the newest and latest technology available to fast-track your road to recovery. Call us for same-day appointments at 662-377-BONE and come see us at Gloucester Creek Village in Tupelo. At the Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, our specialty is you.
crunchy Fritos, warm chili, melty cheese, all together for 99 cents. It's like real comfort food.
I'm trying to get out of my comfort zone, and these guys keep pulling me back in. Pulling me back in!
Hurry in for Sonic's Fritos Chili Cheese Faves starting at 99 cents. And try order ahead to get happy hour anytime. Sonic's Fritos Chili Cheese Faves. A Fritos chili pie. Juicy Junior Burger. Or Junior Wrap. Does all this comfort come at a price? Yes, it starts at 99 cents. Hurry in for Sonic's Fritos Chili Cheese Faves.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as this is Anna McNear coming to the plate. A very dangerous batter here for East Central. The 4-5-6 batters do McNear, Jones, and Clay. ICC leads it 4-0 as we're in the bottom of the fourth inning. The Indians explode for 4 runs after getting 2 outs to start the top of the second. It was a single by Jessica Davis, followed by a single by Ellie Miney. Then a walk to Hope Harbin load the bases, and it was a double that scored Davis, Miney, and Harbin from Maddie Miney. And then she turned around and scored on a single by Rachel Sternisha, and that is your Sonic scoring update here in Game 2. So that pitch missing for a ball, 2-0 now, is the count here to McNear. Well, McNear during BP was putting anything and everything out of the ballpark. Matter of fact, she's the reason why I'm over here in center field instead of right field. As she looks at that pitch, oh, borderline pitch going the way of East Central on that one, missing just low. And 3-0 now is the count here to McNear. I don't know with McNear's power if you don't necessarily give her the red light, but odds are you do in this situation. And she takes that one for ball 4, as that was a changeup that fell off the table just a bit too quick for Nelson. And so now that's going to be a 4-pitch walk to McNear, and now up will be Jones. Annika Jones, she walked, advanced on a wild pitch, but was left stranded in scoring position back in the second inning. As that pitch high for a ball, you hear the ball 5 chants from the East Central dugout. That's something that's made famous by Texas A&M. I don't know if you've ever been to a Texas A&M baseball game. I have not, but I've seen video of it, and tell you what, that is that's just a special atmosphere for baseball out there at College Station. Actually, a special atmosphere for any sporting event out there at Texas A&M. I had a chance to cover football out there a couple of times, some women's basketball games, and some baseball games. As that pitch across for a strike, 1-1 now is the count. So yeah, if you're a sports person, you got some bucket list items, you need to add College Station to your bucket list to go watch either football or baseball or any sport. Actually, it's just a great area. This pitch popped a mile high. First baseman Casey Carpenter is going to come in and camp underneath it to get the out. Runner obviously could not advance in that situation, so 1 away now. And this is going to bring up Olivia Clay. So Clay, who singled in her last at-bat, was left over at first base. As she'll dig in here with a runner at first and 1 out. We're in the bottom of the fourth inning. ICC leading 4-0. Nelson's pitch, inside corner, missing low and inside. 4-1. Indians are getting some pitchers loose in this situation. Hannah Swallers was throwing. She's going back to the dugout. It's like Savannah Stanton and Mary Kansas Butler also getting loose as a little hit and run action as that pitch fouled off the netting. 1-1 now is the count. So 1-1 is the count here. As Nelson gets set to deliver, runner goes, and this ball is popped up. Only one play, and it's going to be to the first base side. The runner wisely goes over the third. The throw is not in time. So a good job there as that works almost as a double sacrifice bunt as the slow roller. The only play was to tag the runner, and the runner slowed down enough to allow McNear to have had the wherewithal to continue running through second and slide in safely to avoid the tag. But now with 2 outs, this is going to be Emily Sue Parkman coming to the plate. Parkman 0 for 1 of the day. She lined out to right field. And she swings on it again. Davis right back at it. And that's going to be second time in a row that she retires Parkman, and so ICC gets out of a little bit of a minor jam as McNear was able to get it to third base, but a routine flying ball out to right field ends the inning. ICC leads it 4-0 after 4 complete. We're going to take a break and hear from Coke and more right after this on Let'sGoICCTV.com.
My burger goes best with mustard.
Ketchup and mustard.
Grass-fed beef.
No,
corn-fed. On the grill. Nah, flat top. Iceberg lettuce.
Nah,
arugula. Jalapeno.
no way. Avocado, dude.
Medium rare. Gotta be well done. Brioche.
Sesame seeds.
American cheese. Cheddar.
Can I have a turkey burger? What? Turkeys are for Thanksgiving, man. I like my burger with the Coke.
I'll agree to that. Strictly with the Coke. Only with the Coke.
Coke and a burger. Come on.
All right.
That's where you get the flavor.
The longer a person has diabetes, the more likely they are to develop diabetic retinopathy. If left untreated, diabetic retinopathy can lead to blindness. That's why it's important for diabetics to have a comprehensive eye examination with dilation once a year. I'm Dr. Laurie Cagle of Cagle Eye Center in Fulton. We offer comprehensive eye exams to provide diagnosis and treatment of various eye diseases. Browse our large selection of frames available in prescription and non-prescription. Call to schedule your appointment today at Cagle Eye Center in Fulton.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we get set to start the top of the 5th inning here. To be Rachel Sternisha to start the inning off here for the Indians. Sternisha, Conley, and Crider all due up here in the top of the 5th. The ICC leads it 4-0. This pitch lifted. Center fielder is going to be able to come up and make the play on it. Just hung up enough for the center fielder to camp underneath it for out number 1. First time today that Sternisha has been retired, and now this will be Samantha Conley. Conley walked, was left stranded back in the second, also grounded out to third base in her first at bat of the day. ICC 4-0 lead here in Game 2. They won the first game of the day, 16-3 in 5 innings after a 12-run top of the 5th. Nice pitch by Jesselyn Jarrett. Clips the corner of the plate for a strike. 1-0 is the count here to Conley. That pitch across, same location. Good job by Jarrett to quickly get ahead in the count now here over Samantha Conley. So Sam will have to protect the plate here. Behind the count 0-2. They're going to say, did she go? Yes, she did. They're going to say she was unable to hold back on that one. And that's going to be another Renaissance Bank strikeout. Actually, the first Renaissance Bank strikeout of the day, and this is going to bring up Summer Crider. Crider 0 for 2, a ground ball to third, and a line out to short in her previous at bat. Stands in, takes that first pitch high for a ball. So 0-1 is the count. Crider looks at that one. He's the count now at 1-1. Remind everybody to join us tomorrow here on the Red Channel as we'll hit the road with baseball to Jones. A big-time conference doubleheader there for a pair of nationally ranked programs. Indians moved up to number 10 in the country as that pitch missing low for a ball. Jones has been ranked in the top 10 this season as well. I didn't see where they were ranked in the newest rankings that came out. So 3-0 is the count here to Crider. Stands in and takes that one the whole way, and that one across for 3-1 count now. So waiting the pitch here. This one, flare out to the right side. Right fielder is going to go, but it's going to be just fouled by about 1.5 feet. Good effort out there by the right fielder, Parkman, to get to it. Just couldn't quite get to it in time. If the ball could have just found a way to knife back in, that one could have gone for extra bases for Crider, as they were actually shedding her to go to the left side of the field. So nothing but a long strike there for Crider. So she's going to choke up and protect here. Then Crider blisters one, and it's going to be a line out though, however, to left field. So a good hard hit that time by Crider, but a nice play as the left fielder happened to be in the right spot at the right time there. So the Indians go 3 up, 3 down for the third straight inning As we'll move now to the bottom of the fifth inning, ICC 4-0. East Central trying to warm the bats up here, see if they can find a way back in the contest. We'll take the break with them and be back with more right after this.
Davis Ford in Fulton is your Ford dealer for new cars, trucks, and SUVs and has a wide inventory of certified pre-owned vehicles. Find your next dream car or truck from our Ford showroom or go online to davisfordsales.com and search our new and used inventory to see what is on our lot. So stop by and test drive the all-new fuel-efficient Ford Focus or Ford Fusion or the new Ford Explorer or F-150. Go further with Davis Ford, 904 West Main Street in Fulton or online davisfordsales.com.
First American National Bank is a local bank. Our 10 locations are right here in Northeast Mississippi. Banking decisions are made locally by people who live here. It's been that way for more than 50 years. Our involvement in the community is important to us. That's where our roots are. Technology, it changes daily, but our community is what keeps us together. If you like high-tech banking, we've got that too. Follow the flag to First American National Bank, from Iuka to Tupelo.
And welcome back. Let's take a look at some First American National Bank scoreboard updates. Shout out once again to Brother Chris Burrows sending these to me. Cola and Northeast are tied at 2-2 after two completing Game 2, so deuces wild there in that baseball game. Game 2, Pearl River and Northeast 0-0 after 3 innings. Gulf Coast leads East 2-0 after 4 complete, and Jones leads Coahoma 5-0 after 3 complete. That is some softball scoreboard updates as well. That pitch in the dirt from Kaylee Nelson goes for a ball. So it's going to be the 8-9-1 batters due up. Boykin, Breland, and back to the top of the lineup in Webb here for East Central. Game 2, we're in the bottom of the 5th inning. ICC with a 4-0 lead here, trying to complete the sweep of the Warriors this afternoon. Or I should say this evening. It is almost 5:30. ICC continuing to warm up some pitchers in the bullpen just in case Nelson might need a little help. As that pitch across for a strike from Nelson, 1-1 now is the count. Looks like Swallers and Stanton and Butler and now Macy Cox going in there to start to pitch a little. Of course, Macy saw some action last year, just primarily used as a DP or first baseman. As that pitch across for a strike as well, Nelson just zipped that one right across the batter, painted that inside corner for strike 2. Looking for her 4th Renaissance Bank strikeout of the game, and that pitch missing high. ICC fans liked it, the umpire did not, and I got to stay with the umpire on that one. As that rise ball, she just couldn't get her to chase it that time. So Nelson gets set to deliver here. Pitch in the dirt, and they're going to say it ball forward. They say it hit her. Again, don't have the benefit of the scoreboard, as it's like I can reach out and touch the scoreboard right now if I wanted to. Well, not really, it's up a little bit higher, but I'd have to stand up and make an effort to touch the scoreboard, but that's how close I am to it, so I can't see it. So runner on first. Is that pitch missing low for a ball after a leadoff either walk or hit by pitch? I'm going to say it was a walk because it didn't like it hit her from my point of view. If so, that's the first walk of the day for Nelson. That pitch across for a strike, even with the count now at 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Nelson's pitch showed bunt, pulls back and takes it for a ball. Well, the Indians are ready to charge in on that one. Might have had a play over at first if they would have made that snap throw, but Conley elected not to. Now squares up, swings on one, and it goes foul. Oh, nice play over at third by the coach. Bobbled it for a second. I'm going to say it was a hard hit ball, so I'm not going to put an error on you, coach, that time. I'm just going to say good hard hit ball from the young lady from East Central. This is Breland, Parker Breland at the plate with no outs and a runner at first. Ground ball right back up the middle. A chance to turn 2 here. There's one. Not enough, as Parker Breland has speed to get there, so they're going to call it a fielder's choice. They do get the lead runner out for the first out of the inning. And now we go back to the top of the lineup here for Keighley Webb. Keighley Webb at the plate now with 1 out and a runner at first base after Breland reached on the fielder's choice. See, the shift is on here as the first baseman will come in, and bunt is laid down. It was actually hit twice that time, so they're going to call it dead ball. So yeah, the shift is on. You see Rachel Stranisha basically lining up at first base as Casey Carpenter, the first baseman, coming into play. Shortstop Maddie Miney at regular depth, and Casey Carpenter not up too close in this situation, but he is inside the bag on the infield and charges up as the pitch is thrown, and that pitch is fouled off. And now the count should be 0-2 here on Keighley Webb. Well, the Indians would love to find another Renaissance Bank strikeout here. Be the 4th of the game for Nelson if she could get it. So a big time situation here. East Central trying to trim into this 4-0 lead in the bottom of the 5th. There's 1 out and a runner at first. Nelson gets the signal, ready to pitch. That pitch missing low. Nelson's pitches continue to drift a little low out there. So Nelson getting the signals, now will set to deliver. Pitch coming, and that one's going to drift up high. Might be a pitch out in that situation as Conley sprung up ready to throw. Runner took a hard charge but did not go. I assume the count now goes full in this situation. So Nelson needs to battle back and find the zone here. See if she can get a strikeout. Instead, there's going to be a shot and going to drop for a hit. Miney just could not quite get to it in enough time, so a nice job that time by Keighley Webb, her second hit of the game. And now East Central trying to spark a rally here in the bottom of the 5th. Runners on first and second with 1 out in the inning here. And this is going to be Hannah Dufont coming up. Indians continue to warm up a few pitchers in the bullpen here. Runners up first and second with 1 out. Dufont is 0 for 2 with a ground ball to second and a ground ball to third. ICC would love to try to roll a Little Caesars double play here to get out of the inning. Nelson delivers the pitch at the knees, but just missing low for a ball. Well, I'll say this, and I'll give credit where credit's due. That home plate umpire has been consistent with those low pitches today. And even though you might like it to be called a strike from a time or two, but consistency is all you want. This pitch popped back and out of play. 1-1 now is the count here to Dufont. So a foul ball evens the count now at 1-1. There's 1 out, bottom of the 5th, 4-0 ICC with the lead here over East Central. And that pitch missing low as well. So 2 balls, 1 strike now. The count here to Hannah Dufont, the third baseman who has played well defensively at third. Fouls this one off to even up the count now at 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. So 1 away here in the inning. Runners at second and first. ICC leads it 4-0. Nelson trying to find the second out of the inning here. Pitch coming. That's going to be a line drive as to Miney. And the throw over, not in time. Oh, thought it was a Little Caesars double play. Would have been a What a Play Wednesday nominee there, as that was a heck of an effort between Maddie Miney and Rachel Stranisha. But a good job that time by Breland to have the wherewithal to get back in a hurry, and just got back before the double play was turned that time. But a great play on the part of Maddie Miney defensively to get out number 2. And now this is going to be Olivia Houston at the plate. Houston 0 for 2 on the day with a strikeout. She struck out looking to end the first and then popped up to second to end the third. 4-0 is your score here. ICC leading it with 2 outs. Nelson at the plate. Runners at first and second here for East Central with 2 outs in the inning. Nelson's first pitch across for a strike. That one drifting outside for a ball. Good job by Conley to hold on to that one and keep the runners put where they're at right now. Pitch coming, drifts high. Conley holds on to it. So that pitch drifting high for a ball. Sun setting here, indicator. Clouds building. There's a fastball across for a strike. Beautiful pitch from Nelson. And so 2-2 is the count now. Nelson looking for that third out of the inning. Pitch coming. It's popped up and going to make a run at it. It's going to go foul, as it just found its only spot of about a 6-foot area out there behind third base that either Ellie Maddie Miney, or Summer Crider couldn't get to that time. So the only part the Indians couldn't get to in the field, that's where it found its way to. So we'll do it again here. Nelson digging in, pitch coming. Ground ball off the glove of Nelson, and that's going to go for a hit. Well, Nelson did a good job of trying to block that one down that time. It was just hit hard enough that it deflected away from her as she...
Now batting, catcher number 24.
A little return to sender play that time. It goes for the second hit of the inning, 4th hit of the contest here for East Central. And now bases are loaded for EC. And Anna McNear, not the person you wanted to plate with bases loaded in this situation. As Nelson delivers that pitch, drifting high for a ball. So there's 2 outs in the inning. Drama here in the bottom of the 5th. Tying run is at the plate. 4-0 is the score with 2 outs. And that pitch finds its way across for a strike. Evens up the count now at 1-1. So the Indians, can they get out of a jam here in the bottom of the 5th? Bases loaded with 2 outs. Oh, beautiful location on the pitch there. McNear could not hang off of it. And that one goes for a strike. A little breaking pitch that fell away from the batter that time. Goes for strike 2. Big time situation here for Nelson. There's a ground ball back to the pitcher. The throw over is in time, and the Indians get out of the bases loaded jam with a great play there by Keighley Nelson to get the ground ball back to herself. The easy throw over to first to end the inning. And ICC, it gets out of the jam with no damage done. No runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 3 left on base. We've played 5 here in Game 2. ICC still leads it 4-0. We'll take a break and be back with more right after this on Let'sGoICCTV.com.
This broadcast of ICC Athletics is being brought to you by Renaissance Bank, Little Caesars, Davis Ford, the Sonic of Fulton, Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works, the Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, First American National Bank, the ICC BSU, your Itawamba County Farm Bureau agent, Joey Cox, Cagle Eye Center, the ICC Foundation, the Bank of Okolona, and the ICC Alumni Association.
Itawamba Community College is now offering 3-day weekends. You can be one of the first to take advantage of a compact course schedule with a majority of classes offered Monday through Thursday. Let us customize your education to fit your needs. Become a part of the ICC family and apply today at apply.iccms.edu. ICC, the best start here.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we now head to the top of the 6th inning. It'll be Macy Cox, Casey Carpenter, and Jessica Davis all due up here for the Indians. The Indians have been retired 3 up, 3 down for 3 straight innings. So Macy Cox trying to get the bats fired up here for the Indians. They would love to find a way to get an insurance run here as East Central just had the tying run at the plate, but got a ground ball back to Nelson to get out of a bases-loaded jam to keep this game 4-0. Cox looks at that pitch across for a strike. Well, absolutely beautiful ballpark. Great day for softball, baseball for whoever baseball is playing today. I think it's East Central and East Mississippi. As that pitch, woo, borderline pitch going the way of East Central on that one. So now there's 2 strikes here on Macy Cox. So awaiting the pitch here. Macy's got to protect the dish with 2 strikes on her. Pitch coming and got her swinging with an off-speed pitch. One of them that kind of just fell off the table as it got to the plate. And that's going to be the second Renaissance Bank strikeout of the day. And now this is going to be Casey Carpenter. Casey coming to the plate. Indians still looking for that insurance run somewhere along the line. Just try to find a way to get that 5th run across, get a little bit of breathing room. At least you know that a grand slam couldn't tie you up, and that was the situation we were just in with the Indians, as it was bases loaded with 2 outs, and that's kind of been the difference today. It's been the 2-out hitting for ICC. Majority, if not 90% of the runs today coming with 2 outs in the inning, as that pitch missing in the dirt for a ball. Sun is tucked away behind some clouds as they continue to gather here in Decatur. As we know, there is rain forecast for Saturday and Sunday, at least back in Fulton. Hopefully that weather will avoid Jones or Ellisville tomorrow, as that pitch drifting high for a ball. Join us tomorrow. I believe it's a 2 o'clock First American National Bank opening pitch between ICC and Jones in baseball. A doubleheader that is got some playoff implications on the line for both teams. National implications on the line as well. Carpenter looks at that pitch low for a ball. You hear the chants of ball 4 coming from the ICC dugout. Pitch coming. And that's going to be a liner, and it's going to get right past the outstretched glove of the second baseman, and a good hit that time by Casey Carpenter. Just ripped one out there for the single. Not only was that a good hit by Casey Carpenter, I'm very proud of the video I just got for highlights on the camera I'm shooting with, as that one came right into the lens of the camera that time. So you'll want to be sure and visit our YouTube page by searching Let's Go ICC. I'll try to have that one. Give me Monday, because I've got to go to Jones tomorrow, and it's WrestleMania Sunday, so yeah, give me Monday. I might try to work on it tonight, or I might work on it on the way home. But I'll also be honest with you folks, I'm tired. It's been a long month. Either way it goes, no excuses for me anyway, as there was 1 out in the inning, and this is going to be Jessica Davis. Davis shows the bunt, lays it down, and did they tag her? Yes, they did. They're going to go home, so that's going to work as a sacrifice bunt there for Davis. 3 unassisted. And, of course, as always, those sacrifice bunts being brought to you by the ICC Baptist Student Union. They remind you of the ultimate sacrifice paid for our sins. That's the ICC BSU. They meet Monday nights at 7:07. Wednesdays at lunch, all they ask is bring $2 and a friend. And why not treat your friend to lunch? Bring $2 for them as well for lunch and worship. That's the ICC BSU luncheon every Wednesday at noon. So a runner at second base now, as this is going to be Ellie Miney at the plate, as that first pitch missing high and outside for a ball. So Ellie's at the plate. That's Casey Carpenter, or excuse me, no, that's actually Mackenzie Toombs running in place of Carpenter as that pitch across for a strike. That's Mackenzie Toombs at second. The Indians would love to find a way to get Toombs to round the bases and get that 5th run on the board here. Ellie at the plate. Takes that one for a strike. Actually, I think that's the second strike of the count here. We'll see if the umpire shows it. Nope, he does not. Again, whenever I'm looking for it, he does it. Whenever I'm not, he shows it. Miney, grounder. This should get the Runner over to third. The throw to first is in time and will actually end the inning as there was 2 outs. So 4-3. Second time that Miney has been retired by the second baseman. As the Indians go quietly in the 6th. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left on base. We'll take a break and come back with the bottom of the 6th. ICC leads it 4-0, trying to complete the sweep of East Central. Back with more right after this.
With the Little Caesars mobile app, you can customize an extra most bestest pizza with the most cheese, and now with the most of any toppings for the nation's best price. It's the crowning pizza achievement. And it's true what they say, it's lonely at the top. Unless you have an extra most bestest pizza, then it's a party at the top!
Little Caesars Extra Most Bestest Pizzas, the world's easiest way to outrageous amounts of toppings, starting at $6.
Pizza.
The newly formed Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi wants to make sure you are receiving the best orthopedic care possible. Our staff of 7 experienced, board-certified surgeons specialize in a specific area of the body and can treat you with the newest and latest technology available to fast-track your road to recovery. Call us for same-day appointments at 662-377-BONE and come see us at Gloucester Creek Village in Tupelo. At the Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, our specialty is you.
And welcome back, as we do have a pitching change into the contest here. This is going to be Olivia Burns coming in to pitch. She was the Game 1 winner. So she will enter with a 4-0 lead here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Did not see Olivia warming up. So either way it goes, this will be the 5, 6, 7 batters, Jones, Clay, and Parkman. Give you a First American National Bank scoreboard update the next opportunity we get. These are going to be some softball scoreboard updates as that pitch missing for a ball. Pearl River and Northeast, they were tied 0-0 after 3 innings. Gulf Coast leading East Mississippi 2-0. That was after 4. It was Jones over Coahoma 5-0 after 3 complete. And then in Game 1, it was Southwest leading Holmes 7-5 after 4. And now it is, and that was in Game 1, and Game 1 is now final between Southwest and Holmes. 12-7, Southwest picks up the win there over Holmes in Game 1. That pitch drifting high for a ball. This pitch fouled back for a strike. Going to try to lighten up the camera here. It typically adjusts itself, but I think the camera angle that we're at is not really giving us that chance to do so. So I apologize if I messed something up here. Maybe that helped a little bit. Looks like it did. So it was trying to focus on something else. As that pitch across for a strike. Can't tell if it helped or not. Yeah, it looks like it did. So Burns back in the circle here. Gets set to deliver. Swung on and missed for strike 3. Just could not catch up with the gas that time as Burns zips that one by Jones. That is her first Renaissance Bank strikeout of the game here in Game 2. I believe that is her 8th or 9th strikeout on the day. So now Olivia Clay, the DP, who singled in her first at bat, grounded out to first, takes a healthy chop at that one, comes up empty. So Burns ahead in the count now, 0-1. Burns gets set to deliver, and that pitch, another healthy chop, and Burns quickly ahead in the count now, 0-2 here to Clay. So Clay got to protect the plate here. Olivia's going to dig in. 0-2 pitch coming from Burns. Swung on and missed for strike 3. Good location. That one on that outside corner. A little bit too far outside for the batter to find that time. Gets her swinging for her second back-to-back Renaissance Bank strikeouts. And now this is going to be Emily Sue Parkman coming to the plate. So Parkman will dig in with 2 outs and nobody on. Each time that she's come to the bat, she is lined out and flew out to right field. And that pitch across for a strike as Burns is just filling up the zone here. So waiting the pitch here from Burns. And that one across for a strike. Olivia not doing anything fancy, just loading up and blowing it by the batters in these situations. And so now with back-to-back strikeouts, can she strike out the side here? That pitch missing low for a ball. Not a bad spot to miss. Just got a batter swinging at the previous at-bat. And now the count goes 1-2 here to Parkman. So Parkman awaiting the pitch here from Burns. And there's strike three. Olivia Burns comes in and strikes out the side. 3 up, 3 down. Goes East Central. ICC leads it 4-0. After 6 complete here, the Indians need to come back and see if they can find a way to get an insurance run on the board here. They lead it 4-0 as we move to the top of the 7th. Back with more right after this on Let'sGoICCTV.com.
My burger goes best with mustard.
Ketchup and mustard.
Grass-fed beef.
No, corn-fed.
On the grill.
Now, flat top.
Iceberg lettuce.
Nah, arugula.
Jalapeno.
No way. Avocado, dude.
Medium rare. Gotta be well done. Brioche.
Sesame seeds.
American cheese.
Cheddar.
Can I have a turkey burger? What? Turkeys are for Thanksgiving, man. I like my burger with the Coke.
I'll agree to that. Strictly with a Coke.
Only with the Coke.
Coke and a burger. Come on.
All right.
That's where you get the flavor.
Crunchy Fritos, warm chili, melty cheese, all together for 99 cents. It's like real comfort food.
I'm trying to get out of my comfort zone, and these guys keep pulling me back in. Pulling me back in!
Hurry in for Sonic's Fritos Chili Cheese Faves starting at 99 cents. And try order ahead to get happy hour anytime. Sonic's Fritos Chili Cheese Faves. A Fritos chili pie. Juicy Junior Burger. Or Junior Wrap. Does all this comfort come at a price? Yes, it starts at 99 cents. Hurry in for Sonic's Fritos Chili Cheese Faves.
And welcome back. This is going to be Hope Harbin to lead things off here for the Indians in the top of the 7th. Hope takes a look at that first pitch, and it's going to go high for a ball. Hope walked in her first at-bat, scored a run, and grounded back to the pitcher in her previous at-bat. Indians lead at 4-0 here in the top of the 7th. Game 2, trying to complete the sweep of East Central. As that pitch missing low and inside for a ball. We invite you to visit Let'sGoICC.com to see the softball schedule and where the Indians will be next. They're going to be the Road Warriors for a few days, as next weekend I believe they travel to either Southwest or Colin. This time of year, my schedules get crossed, and if I don't write it down, I can't tell you who's doing what, when, where, and why, and guess what? I didn't write it down, so I apologize for that. As the sun has peeked back out here as that pitch goes high for a ball. So Harbin at the plate trying to get the Indians rolling here in the top of the 7th. Takes a healthy chop at that one, comes up empty. She fouls that one back, I should say, for a strike. She had a pair of triples in the first game of the day. One of them that bounced off the wall and right, one of them that came right into your living room here at center field. There's a hard hit ground ball past a diving first baseman, but it goes foul. And I said she had one in right field. It's actually left field that she doubled off the, or tripled off the wall. I'm in right center. My hands are backwards compared to where the field normally is. So Hope will have to protect the plate here after that foul ball for her second strike. There's a shot over the head of the second baseman, and it will go for a base hit for Harbin. Nice at bat that time for Hope to come back, battle, and find a way to win the battle there for the single. That is her first hit here in the second game of the day, second time she has reached. And now we'll go back to the top of the lineup here for Maddie Miney. Maddie, 1 for 3 here. She has 3 RBIs and a run scored so far here in game 2. We'd like to see her extend that total here during this at-bat. So a runner at first, that's Hope Harbin. She's got pretty good speed over there at first base. So that pitch across for a strike, fastball that Miney laid back on. Maddie's got, I think, 5 hits on the day. She reached all 5 times in game 1. One of them was a fielder's choice where she grounded to the shortstop. They threw it home, didn't record an out, but she was able to get over to first as Ellie Miney, her sister, was at third. She dove back without a throw. And so Maddie Miney fouls off that bunt attempt. Has got to protect the plate here, does Maddie. So Maddie will await the pitch here. Runner goes. The throw is not in time, and Hope Harbin steals a base. Well, that time they pitched a little outside. I think they were anticipating the runner to go, but the pitch was there. Went for a ball, however. So that's a stolen base for Harbin. Just the throw was more towards the third base side than the second base side, so an easy stolen base there for Hope. And there's a shot that's going to drop for a base hit, and it's going to score a run. Nope. Hope's going to pull back. A great throw in that time by the right fielder. And there's another base hit for Maddie Miney. Maddie, red hot today for ICC. And now this is going to bring up Rachel Stranisha. Runners on the corners here for the Indians. And Rachel Stranisha, who is 2 for 3 on the day with a double, a single. She does have an RBI, but she's been left stranded twice in scoring position this afternoon. She also flew out to center field. So the runner at third and first. And Maddie Miney will steal a base. An easy stolen base there for Maddie, as no throw on the play. And so now a pair of runners in scoring position here for Rachel Stranisha. Early in the season, we called Rachel Miss RBI because every time she comes to bat, it seemed like she was driving in multiple runs. A chance to do that again here for Rach. Stranisha looks at that pitch, looked a little high, but called a strike. So Stranisha will dig in. Runners at second and third. Listen to that pitch outside for a ball. ICC with a 4-0 lead would love to pick up some of those insurance runs. And, of course, when we talk about those insurance runs, we talk about your Itawamba County Farm Bureau agent, Joey Cox. For all your insurance needs, stop by and see Joey there on South Adams Street. He's my insurance guy. He should be yours, too. The former ICC All-American, proud to sponsor ICC Athletics. Ground ball is going to be a foul ball down the third baseline. And so we'll do it all over again here. So Stranisha will dig back in. You got runners at second and third. No outs in the inning here in the top of the 7th. They're going to say, did she go? And they're going to say, yes, she did. Wow. Rachel going to go sit down after a very questionable strike 3 call in that situation. Is, to be honest with you, looked like she held off on that one. But the umpire said, nope, strike 3, said she went. Now we'll have a new batter in this situation. And this is going to be Joanna Vasquez coming to the plate. JoJo batting in place of Sam Conley here, getting her first at bat of the day. So JoJo will dig in with 1 out. Runners on second and third. See what JoJo can do here. Getting her first at bat of the day. JoJo, small in stature, but it's got a little pop in her bat. Had a grand slam earlier this year. You ask her about it, she's like, I just thought it was a pop up over the third baseman's head. Yeah, okay, JoJo. That pitch drifting high and outside for a ball. 1 out in the inning. It was a single by Hope Harbin and then a single by Maddie Miney. Both of them stole a base, and a questionable strike 3 swinging call on Rachel Cernisha on a check swing. And now here's Joanna Vasquez batting in place of Samantha Conley. You figure all we'll have is Sam will re-enter as that pitch missing low, and now the chance of ball 4 raining from the ICC dugout. And then they stop as soon as I talk about it. That's the way it goes. So waiting this pitch here. JoJo taking the whole way, and that one across for a strike. So JoJo will dig into this situation. 1 out. Runners at second and third. ICC leading 4-0. Shows bunt, then fouls it off. Was trying to sneak one in that time, and with her speed and the way the defense was playing on the left side of the field, not only would she have snuck one in, but probably would have scored the run with a speedy Harbin over at third base. So now JoJo, though, has got to protect the plate here. Count goes full on Vasquez with 1 out. Runners at second and third. Top of the 7th, ICC with a 4-0 lead. JoJo fouls this one off. Coach Thompson trying to make a play for it over there on the first base side. Just couldn't quite get to it in time. Of course, she's a former all-region, all-state selection at ICC. Went on, had a great career at MC. Actually won a national championship at MC. So that gamer still left in her there. First year as an assistant coach here at ICC. There's a shot up the middle and it gets through. 1 run will score. 2 runs will score. Nope. Another quick relay in, but then JoJo has the wherewithal to quickly advance to second on the throw. So an RBI single for JoJo, and ICC gets that insurance run they were looking for. Man, we see 2 good throw-ins quickly from the outfield that have cut down a run in this inning. And so they held up Maddie Miney at third, and now this is going to be Summer Crider coming to the plate. ICC picks up that insurance run. Of course, when we talk about those insurance runs, we talk about your Itawamba County Farm Bureau agent, Joey Cox. Go by and see him on South Adams Street. He can get you set up for all your insurance needs, whether it be home, auto, or life. Joey Cox is your guy you need to go see at the Itawamba County Farm Bureau Agency there in Fulton. That pitch in the dirt to Summer Crider, missing for a ball. There's 1 out in the inning. Runners at second and third. Summer Crider is at the plate here for ICC. Takes that pitch high for ball 2. 2-0 now is the count here to Crider. Crider at the plate. She did have that home run in the first game. Check swing. Only 1 play and it's to first, but it still scores a run as Mighty Miney was able to get the run in. Coach Kurt cheering over from the side saying, good job, productive out for out number 2. As the Indians get the run to score, Joanna Vasquez able to advance to third, and now with 2 outs, this is going to be Macy Cox at the plate. So Macy trying to spark a 2-out rally here for the Indians. They've put 2 runs on the board here in the top of the 7th to get those insurance runs. They lead it now 6-0 here in game 2, trying to complete the sweep. They got a 16-3 win in 5 innings in the first game of the day. As that pitch hangs up for a ball. Out here in left center field, and the deck area, really like this area. Would love to see us incorporate that somehow at ICC. As this pitch jammed her, popped up, and it's going to be caught by the catcher behind home plate to end the inning. But the damage done there for the Indians. They do get 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 left on base. ICC leads at 6-0 as we head to the bottom of the 7th. Can the Indians complete the sweep? We'll find out when we come back with more right after this on Let'sGoICCTV.com.
With the Little Caesars mobile app, you can customize an extra most bestest pizza with the most cheese, and now with the most of any toppings for the nation's best price. It's the crowning pizza achievement. And And it's true what they say. It's lonely at the top. Unless you have an extra most bestest pizza. Then it's a party at the top!
Little Caesars Extra Most Bestest Pizzas. The world's easiest way to outrageous amounts of toppings, starting at $6.
Pizza.
First American National Bank is a local bank. Our 10 locations are right here in Northeast Mississippi. Banking decisions are made locally by people who live here. It's been that way for more than 50 years. Our involvement in the community is important to us. That's where our roots are. Technology, it changes daily, but our community is what keeps us together. If you like high-tech banking, we've got that too. Follow the flag to First American National Bank, from Iuka to Tupelo.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. 6-0, your score here as we move to the bottom of the 7th. East Central down to their final 3 outs of the game. Hey, real quick, a schedule change or a time change. Baseball moves up an hour to 1 p.m. tomorrow. So 1 p.m. will be that First American National Bank opening pitch. Might be trying to avoid a little bit of rain there. So we're going to go to Delta. This is the schedule for softball. Brother Chris, man, you're my MVP today. You're going to be my Sonic star of the game here in Game 2. That's going to be a hit by pitch to the new batter into the contest here. So that'll be a hit by pitch to start the inning. That was 34 that came into bat in that situation. So it will softball go to Delta, then Colin. They'll return home on April the 9th with Holmes and then back on the road at Southwest. For baseball, they're at Jones, at Southwest Tennessee, at Southwest, at Northeast, at East Central, and finally return home on April the 16th. So what you're saying is, Brother Chris, that you'll see very little of the ICC Sports Information team as that wild pitch allows the runner to advance to second, as that is 8 running in the contest. I believe that was probably Boykin who re-entered. Yes, it was. Boykin re-entered, as it was Annabelle Watkins who entered to bat in her place and then was hit by a pitch. Oh, big, healthy swing there from Parker Breland. Man, if she would have timed that one up, that one would have probably been in the soccer field. Next time we'll be here at East Central, that'll be with baseball. Then, of course, football will travel back here next year, or next football season, I should say, as that pitch swung on and missed for strike 2. A good job here by Burns to win that battle. And blew 2 fastball by her. Could she find her 4th Renaissance Bank strikeout? That pitch missing low and inside for a ball. Good eye on the part of Parker Breland that time. She hit the batter to start the contest. And then the wild pitch allowed the runner to advance to second. ICC working with a 6-0 lead here in the bottom of the 7th. And another swinging strike 3, and that's another Renaissance Bank strikeout here for Burns in Game 2.
Now batting second baseman number 4.
So Olivia
Keighley Webb
is dealing here, and she is in a save opportunity. Well, actually, I don't know. Since they did have 2 more runs, it may not be a save opportunity now, but she did enter with 4-0 lead, so it was a save opportunity when she did come in, as that is the 4th Renaissance Bank strikeout of the game. I'll be honest with you, I've got such a headache right now, I don't even know what I'm saying is making sense, as that sun has just been brutal. That pitch missing low for a ball. Not only has the sun been brutal, but this pollen and the dust when they drug the field. Now I say I like calling ball games outside. Now I remember why I like staying inside instead. Fastball across for a strike. Runner takes a healthy lead there, and Samantha Conley comes back and walks her to second as Hope Harbin snuck in from center field to cover second that time. 1-2 now is the count. So a good job by Olivia battling back here. This pitch popped up off the netting, and we'll stay at 1-2. So that means I have to leave a little bit earlier in the morning. So that's still a little bit more time sleeping from me, but that's okay. Join us tomorrow on the Red Channel for baseball, as there's a check swing just to find a piece of that changeup that time to foul it off and keep the at-bat alive. So yeah, so now that First American National Bank opening pitch will be coming your way at 1 o'clock here on the Red Channel between ICC and Jones. And baseball tomorrow. So Burns getting set to deliver. Pitch coming. Foul back and out of play, and a nice battle at the plate right now between Webb and Burns. Webb trying to extend this inning here. There's only one out. One out in the inning. A runner at second base. So Webb trying to find a way to win the battle here. Slaps it down the line and foul once again. So a good job. She's fouled off 3 straight pitches here to keep this AB alive for Webb. 6-0 is your score. We're in the bottom of the 7th inning. ICC leading 6-0, trying to complete the sweep here of East Central. That pitch missing outside for a ball. A few little dark clouds moving into the area. Don't really expect it to get anything threatening here, as there's going to be a ground ball that's going to get through. And they're going to try to keep the runner, but then a throw into second is going to be too high, and the run will score. So that'll be a single for Webb, her 3rd hit. She'll advance on an error, and that will score the run on the error. So just somebody yelling 2-2, and it kind of got Miney to quickly relay it in that time. And the ball goes into right field. And the run scores, so now it's 6-1 with 1 out in the inning. Keighley Webb, 3 hits in the contest. Now this is going to be Dufont at the plate. That pitch floating high for a ball. Well, the lights are on at baseball. They're not on here at softball, as feel like we should be able to get this one in before the sun sets too much. Of course, I might have just jinxed this, but I'm going to knock on wood here on the wooden deck out in center field. This wooden deck actually follows, of course, I know you can't see it, but it follows the entire wooden area of the center field. So it basically goes from right center to left center. And there's a couple of breaks in the 2 of them, but for the most part, a very nice area back here. Swung on and missed at the rise ball. Good pitch that time on the part of Olivia Burns. So there's 1 out in the inning. A runner at second. 1 run has scored so far for East Central. 1-2 the count here on Font. Pitch coming. Drifts high. Good eye that time. Couldn't get her to chase one out of the zone. Not a bad spot to miss that time by Olivia, as she got a strikeout earlier that way on a rise ball. That one just rose a little bit too much out of the zone. So waiting the pitch here from Burns. Swung on and missed for strike 3. Another Renaissance Bank strikeout for Olivia Burns.
Now batting left fielder number 2, Olivia Houston.
And so now with 2 away, this will bring up Olivia Houston, ICC. 1 out away from closing the door on this one and completing the sweep of East Central this evening here in Decatur. Wins on the road are huge in the MACJC. That pitch across for a strike from Burns. So Olivia zips that one across for strike 1. That's the 5th Renaissance Bank strikeout of the game for Burns. And this pitch popped up. And there's Hope Harmon to find it for the final out of the contest. ICC wins it 6-1 here in Game 2 to complete the sweep of East Central. A big win there for ICC. We're going to go ahead and move straight into the Renaissance Bank postgame report. As you see ICC heading to the field to meet East Central. The Indians win it 6-1. The final here in Game 2. ICC gets the sweep. It was 4 runs in the second, 2 in the top of the 7th. and 1 in the bottom half of the 7th for East Central. For ICC, it was 2 hits for Maddie Miney, 2 hits for Rachel Stranisha, 1 hit for, that's JoJo who had that hit, and then a hit for Casey Carpenter, Jessica Davis, Ellie Miney, and Hope Harbin. So ICC had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 hits. So 6 runs on 9 hits, 1 error. East Central 1 run on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hits, and no errors. As that will wrap it up here from Game 2. ICC gets the 6-1 win. Thank everyone for tuning in here. This has been Adam Gore for Let's Go ICC TV, along with Madison Haley, who has been running Twitter today. We'll see you tomorrow here on the Red Channel at 1 o'clock. As we'll see you next time here on Let's Go ICC TV. Have a blessed day, and as always, roll Tribe.
Ever since you got that license, you haven't stopped moving forward. Now that you're older and on the move, you need a safer place to keep your money. We get it. A student checking account frees you up with things like mobile check deposit to take care of that check from grandma without having to stop at a bank. Pay with your phone when you're out with friends. And stop worrying about ATM fees. We'll pay you back for those. Worry about your future, not your money. And know that we'll stick with you wherever you go. Renaissance Bank, understanding you. Member FDIC.